What's happening, everybody? GENOTHADRAGON is back, and as promised, here is my comic haul from, what's the name of that? Oh, Planet Funk Con. So we're gonna jump right into that. But first, why is there a roll of tape there? Because I've been bagging and boarding a ton of books lately, and rebagging and boarding some. So yeah, just had the tape there. So that can slide out of the way. First up, we have these two books I grabbed. A bunch of these books are dollar books, actually, but we have Chaos #2 and Damsels in Excess. I don't know what that is. From, that must be Aspen, yeah. And then Dynamite and Aspen. Why do I have these? Because I was just digging through, and actually no, I think these are 50-cent books. But I grabbed them because Mirka Andolfo is the artist, and she worked on, what is that? Unnatural is her, I think she's, yeah, Italian. This is her series, or that was her series, and it just got translated currently by, or it's being published by Image. But I saw her name on these books, and I thought, oh, she's a cool artist, so I need some older books, so let me grab them. I don't know how much older, but I grabbed them, 50 cents, whatever. Then we got Amazing Spider-Girl #9. I grabbed this one because I don't know, for some reason, I think I just saw one of the issues, and I saw Carnage was on it, and I think it was like issue 10 or 11, Carnage is on the cover, and I was like, oh, let me look at these, and I found out that Carnage appeared in like this 4-issue arc. I believe it was just 4 issues, and I have all 4 of them now, so you'll see the last one later in this haul at some point. And then next up we have Uncanny X-Men 500 issue celebration, Marvel Spotlight. I don't know what the actual title of this one is. I think it's just Uncanny X-Men 500 issues celebration, whatever, just celebrating 500 issues of Uncanny Excellence. And I was actually gonna get this one on mycomicshop.com, but I came across it for, I think this one might have been $1. Some of these, I don't even know. Some were $1. I got a bunch, quite a few 50 cents, a bunch for $1, and a bunch for $2 as well. And then a few others I paid cover or $5-6 for, whatever. So we'll see. Then we got Shadow Man #13. This is from a few, no wait. So yeah, 2 series ago. This one was a jump on point, and I think it's hot right now. You can't really find this anywhere. I think it's all on eBay and everything, like just absorbent prices, because I believe, what's her name? Punk Mambo. I don't know if this was her first appearance or something like that. I don't know. I have the original cover, but I saw this one for $1. I figured, why not? But I have the original arc 13th to the end of that run because I was reading the series at the time. So yeah, I didn't at the time, I didn't know why it was hot, whatever. And another current or more recent book, Action Comics 1011. Bendis, Epting. I just wanted this for this. Well, I'm reading this. I want to read the story anyway because it jumps into Leviathan, Event Leviathan. So said I was gonna read all those books. So I was waiting for this one because I wanted the variant, and one of the dealers, I actually go to his shop quite a bit. I like his shop, and I knew he had this cover, so I was looking through after I went through all the new dollar books they had. I was like, oh, there it is, so let me just grab it now. As I did with this one, Avengers 16, which I was missing, Blade. I'm still missing 2, yeah, I think after this I'm missing 2 issues of Avengers, of this current Avengers run, so almost there. And we got some West Coast Avengers action, Tiger Hellcat, Tale of Two Kitties, Wonder Man. I think he was wearing a stupid costume at this point. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm picking up some random West Coast Avengers issues. I have a couple annuals and that I picked up this year at some small shows, I think, and then maybe a couple other cheap books if I come across them for 50 cents or $1. Sometimes I'll just grab them, so yeah. Another current book, Captain America 9. I realized I was still missing this issue for some reason. So almost there with Cap as well. What is this? This one's from IDW. This one was 50-cent book. The Last Fall, part 1 of 5. Never heard of it, not that I can recall, but the cover looks kind of cool. Got this dude in some kind of power armor, and he's got a katana, big gun. So, all right. That's I don't know. There's much more you can say with that. That's 50 cents, whatever. Amazing Spider-Man 18, another current book that I was still missing. Almost caught up with that as well. Amazing Spider-Man 18H.HU, got you. And just keep going with Amazing Spider-Man action. 19 and 19.HU, got the Lizard. And then a whole bunch of baddies, all the baddies. And then let's see, we got Judge Dredd, number 23. And then this was an older book I found for $1. I don't know, just kind of looking at more of this run, especially if I come across them cheap, but just kind of looking at what kind of older stories there were. So we got Detective Comics, number 594. This one was $1. This one shop I go to, the dude had, I guess he just picked up several thousand books from some collections or something. I don't know. But he's picked up several thousand books, and he hadn't even showed them at the store yet. So at the convention was the first time that they've been shown. So we got, so I just went through all his books, found a bunch of dollar books. Some of these I actually already have, but I got for the covers, such as this one, Supergirl 36. This is one of my favorite Supergirl covers of all time. I absolutely love it. Joshua Middleton. It is, seriously, I just love this cover, so I had to buy it again just because. And that is not, I think there's probably 4 or 5 books that I picked up over the weekend just because of that. So, and some other dollar books he had was DC Comics Bombshells. And I remember when all this was, the Bombshell stuff was kind of current, but I just wasn't paying too much attention to it. I remember seeing it for a lot of, I don't know, some other stuff. I didn't really know they had a current series, I don't think. But had a bunch of those books, so I saw just all the different characters that were involved, so I figured why not? So I grabbed 11, 12. I grabbed a bunch of random issues, especially if Supergirl was on the cover. And then this one is 24, Wonder Woman, Batwoman, Hawkgirl, and Vixen. So, oh, yeah. And this one was actually the one that prompted me to even pick them up. Number 29, featuring Power Girl and Supergirl, 2 of my favorite DC characters. So, yeah. I was like, yep, I'm getting them. Let's see. Another one we got here, 31. This one looks cool as hell. Fight for Freedom. I love the coloring on this one. And, yeah, Supergirl. I think that might be, I don't know. Is that Wonder Woman? I don't know what her costume looks like now. Maybe it's Zatanna. I have no idea. But, yeah, I just had to get that just because it looked cool. So, and, yeah, he had a whole bunch of, I think they might have, I don't know how many Bombshell series there were. There might have been, at least this one ran 30 something issues. And so he had a bunch of them for $1, and I grabbed a bunch of them. So, yep. Next up, Daredevil 238. I could have swore I had this one, but I remember I have the Mutant Massacre trade or hardcover, so that's what I was thinking of. So I just remember this cover, and Daredevil and Sabretooth aren't exactly the most familiar foes. So, and we got Captain America, just a symbol. This is number 31. I was happy when I saw this because I actually have most of the earlier part of this run. So I have a bunch of the issues close to when this starts. And when I was digging through the boxes, here's 32. So you got Serpent Society, Red Skull in his weird costume, and Batroc in 30. So I saw these 3 issues, 30, 31, 32, and I knew there was a 4th one, at least, with all the disassembled stuff from Avengers, Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor. They all had disassembled running through those series. I knew there were at least 4 issues. So I was digging through, it's not even in I don't even know where it is right now. But when I was digging through everything, or when those 3 issues were all next to each other, and I was wondering if the last issue was there, and it was. So there's 29 and signed. I don't know whose signature that it is. I'm fairly certain that it's not Kirkman's, but I can't remember what Kirkman's signature looked like offhand. So yeah, Captain America 29 to 32 disassembled. So cool. And next up we got these issues in there as well. Batman 450 and 451. I already have these, but I saw them for $1. So I figured why not? So yeah, the sticker. I saw them for $1. I was like, why not? I'll take an extra set. Even though I think I just ordered these from mycomicshop.com maybe either earlier this year or last year. So it wasn't that long ago, but yeah, figure for $1. Why not? I'll get them. Joker covers. And let's see, jump over to some Marvel action. Of course, doing back issue shopping. Got to get some Avengers and Daredevil action. We got Avengers 356, Daredevil 299. So I was like, oh yeah, of course. And I was thinking right around 300. I thought I might have had those issues, but I did not. So as well as 300 and 304, double size 300th issue. Oh, Lee Weeks on there. Last Rites, and then Time Marks that cry for help. I like this cover. But yeah, some more Daredevil action, of course. Catching up with my man, Matt Murdock. And then, let's see, some more Avengers action. 376, direct edition there. Death of an Inhuman. Sure, why not? They can all die. No, they can't. There's a couple Inhumans I like, so. And then this one was a random issue I saw. Batman 485, and I like it's kind of weird. I don't know how to describe the cover, but I like the coloring and just the overall design of it. And it was Black Mask, so I was like, oh yeah, another Bat villain I wouldn't mind reading up on, Black Mask. So yeah. And but going back to some comics I like for their covers that I'll usually pick up if I see them cheap. Actually, I'll do these two together. Uncanny X-Men 467 and Amazing Spider-Man 555. My man, one of my favorite artists, Chris Bacalo. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but I already have both of these issues, and I think I might actually already have 2 of each of these, but whenever I come across them for cheap, I just have to get them because he did these fantastic covers, and he did the interiors as well, so it's dope. So. And this one I actually have the shirt. So I got this shirt at a convention many years ago, C2E2 I believe. And yeah, and this one just because it's the X-Men. So just 2 fantastic Chris Bacalo covers. I love them both. Another comic I pick up because I love this cover. X-Men 178, Wolverine on top of the Sentinel. Just fantastic. LaRocca art. And this is on his run. I just love this cover. I might have 1 or 2 of these. I know I have at least 1, obviously, but I might have 2 of those already as well because I picked them up before. So, I just love that cover. Wolverine on top of a Sentinel, turning head up. So, and then let's see what we got next. Jumping into some Amazing Spider-Man action. Here is 259. This one I have 260 and 261, but I realized I was still missing 259. Got some Hobgoblin action. The original is back. Plus the never before told true story of Mary Jane Watson. And the Hobgoblin strikes down in the corner. I realize it's kind of getting cut off there. Hobgoblin. Then some more Amazing Spider-Man action. I caught up on this run I was talking about here. So here's number 10 this is the series before the Legacy numbering. Before it jumped back into legacy numbering and then relaunched again. So right before I went to 788, this is the series that was running. So I made a pretty big dent in this run at the show, so I was happy about that. So there's 10, and here's number 9. That's a pretty cool cover. And what we got here? Here is 7 and 8. Amazing Spider-Man. I'm gonna slide these out of the way now. There you go, right there. So that's Amazing Spider-Man. And some more Amazing Spider-Man. Here is number 5 and 6 from that run. Really cool covers there. And number 3 and 4. Yeah, like I said, I made a pretty good dent in this run there, so I was happy about that. And Captain America 383, special triple size 50th anniversary issue. Like I say, a lot of these were $1, $2, so I was extremely happy. The only ones I paid a little bit more were some of the Amazing Spider-Mans in the 200, and then this one actually, because I paid $4 for this one. Amazing Spider-Girl 12, Carnage, of course. Had to get that one. So I saw that one, I was, yep, that was that. So I finished off that little 4-issue arc of Amazing Spider-Girl and Carnage there. And you got Amazing Spider-Man 278. I love this cover. Justice to Serve. Got the webbing up top, and then the shadow there. Hobgoblin on the ground. Fantastic. Let's see what else we got here. Got a lot of Amazing Spider-Man and Avengers left. Huh. So that works. I'm okay with that. Oh, and you got some Cap too. Oh, I got a Cap story, man. So here is Avengers 207 that I was missing there. What is this? After countless centuries, he lives again. The Shadow Lord cometh. And Amazing Spider-Man 296. Got a Doc Ock cover there. Force of Arms. I was looking at some of these later 200 issues just before, like in those last, like right after Gang War, because I knew I was missing one issue, which was 285. So I finally got that one there. So I finished out the Gang War arc, and then it was right after that, like the Kraven stuff, and then just to finish up right before 300. I wasn't sure because I don't have all those issues. If you saw my Planet FunkCon vlog when I was doing the back end shopping, I kind of checked my want list, but I don't have all my Amazing Spider-Man 200 issues in there. So I still have to update that. So I was looking through it, and I was like, all right, I don't think I do, but so I grabbed a bunch that I thought I was missing, and there's 297. They were $2, so I'm very okay with that. Another Doc Ock cover, so hey, look at that. Spider-Man versus Doc Ock in 2 different costumes there, so that's cool. And then 233, or Avengers 233, I should say. I was almost certain I had this one, but I think I might have a newsstand, so this might be an issue I was replacing. I'm not too sure. Haven't double checked everything yet after the con. Here's another Avengers issue, 358. Assault on Archon. That guy's a bum. And Avengers, what is this? 369 is Blood Ties. Silver cover with my man Exodus there, and then Quicksilver and, is that Crystal? Wait, I think so, yeah. Might be Crystal down there. So this is Blood Ties. Just had Avengers and X-Men action going on. Actually, I thought I had this issue years ago, and this one shop I used to go to, the owner was real cool one day, and oh my gosh, this is so long ago. I was looking at some old Avengers issues. I was trying to get the Blood Ties arc, actually, because of the crossover or whatever, and I only had, I think there was 2 issues left. It was this issue and another one, and I only had enough money for one of them. He ended up just giving me one of them free, and this was one of them. So I was like, oh man, I appreciated that so much. Rest in peace. He died a few years ago, but he was always such a cool dude. So yeah, here's Avengers 362. Like I said, always working on my Avengers run, and I'm just kind of all over the place with it. So anybody seen any of my back issue hauls, you're gonna see a constant influx of Avengers issues. So, oh yeah, and this one was these two actually. So along with, I showed off that issue of Detective Comics, older issue of Batman, and then previous haul, I showed off an issue of Flash that I came across. Just a lot of those older, since I'm mostly Marvel, so a lot of issues I've already been exposed to, a lot of stories. But a lot of older stuff I haven't been exposed to, a lot of older DC stuff. So saw those detective issues. Then I came across Justice League. I was looking at some Justice League issues. So here is Justice League of America, the number 204 and 221. These were both $1. This one was this Battle Royale, the Royal Flush Gang, that is. And then this one, I don't know what that is. Deadlier Than the Male. I don't know who the hell that is. But Firestorm, Superman, Flash, Hawkman. But this one's just cool because Black Canary, Green Arrow, and then the Royal Flush Gang, which I think are pretty cool. So it's newsstand, but figured why not. And you kind of see the wrap isn't the best, but whatever. It was $1. Old Justice League action. Let me just check it out. So, and another Avengers issue, 357, Black Knight, and the Watcher, Big Head Self, Night Warnings. And then let's see, another Amazing Spider-Man from that one run I was making a dent in. Here is number 11. So I still have to double check now, but I think that series ran, I want to say 32 issues, and I have to have at least half, give or take. So, yep, happy about making progress on that. And then we got some Captain America action now, Crossbones. Here is 364. I like this cover. And what was it? Cap was kind of serious. All of a sudden, I started making, I don't know, kind of looking at extra back issues of him. So I've cut quite a few Cap issues this year so far. So it just kind of got added to my back issue shop. And oh, hey, start grabbing some older Cap books. Why not? There's 364 and 363. Never Crossbones. And I actually have picked up quite a few issues between 350 and 380 something lately. So, and then here is Avengers 266. Check that out. And then this one was actually kind of cool. So the one dealer stopped that he had a bunch of $2 books. So that's where I got a lot of those Amazing Spider-Man issues from. $2. I was like, oh yeah, let me just. And I was looking through them. I was like, all right, I don't want to be too. I think I mentioned this in my vlog video, but I said I wasn't going to get too crazy. But I ended up saying just screw it, and I grabbed all those Amazing Spider-Man issues from that run that he had, and then looking at some Cap stuff. But the show was kind of ending. It was getting like I was shopping right up and almost to the last minute. So I was looking through Cap stuff, and here is 367. This is part 106, Bloodstone, and this has Batroc, Baron Zemo, and Crossbone pops up later in this arc as well. But he had all 6 issues of this run, all direct editions. But part 3 was, I think he had part 3 for $15. So here's 358. I like this cover too. Cap kind of under his shield, stopping this little trap here. To rescue Diamondback, Cap enters the Caverns of Death. So he had all 6 issues, and I should have just grabbed the other issues that were $2, but I didn't. So, and then I could have just had at least the 5 issues, and it just worried I could have got the third part off eBay, whatever, and just save. I was just like, all right, just could have saved some bucks. I didn't want to. I didn't feel like paying $15 for it. So I was after I left, I was thinking I was just tight about it. I should have said just screw it, let's buy them all. But so what I did was almost immediately, I think when I got back home, or even before I left, I was in the parking lot looking them up on eBay and just trying to see the price issue, and it was so much cheaper. There's tons of copies on eBay for cheaper than $15. And what I found was, eventually, the next day, I was looking back at eBay. I was like, all right, let me try to find the rest of Bloodstone. And I found a dealer that had this. Seller has a lot of Captain America issues, a 16-issue lot, and it has the Bloodstone arc, but all the other 4 issues. So I was like, oh yeah, I bid on it immediately. So that ends another day or so from when I'm recording this. I don't know when I'll upload it, but it was just kind of funny, and it was cheaper. It was, at least the starting bid was $10. And so it's a 16-issue lot. I think the only duplicate, there's only 1 or 2 duplicates I'll have, I think. So I'm okay with that. Especially because I really just wanted Bloodstone. But it was just kind of funny that I come across this lot after missing out on those issues. And it just happens to have the other 4 issues and a bunch of other stuff. So that works out for me. And last but not least, my main man, Amazing Spider-Man 275. All this 200 stuff with Hobgoblin, I love Hobgoblin, I swear I do. A 37-page book length epic. This is it. The Return of the Hobgoblin. In this issue, The Origin of Spider-Man, the original unabridged classic. Direct edition, Spider-Man, black costume, all that good stuff. Whew. So yeah, I could have done so much more damage. I ended up going to the show late because, I don't know, I was still kind of on the fence if I even wanted to go. But I was like, you know what, screw it. Let me go down for about $20 for that day. And yeah, I went down and had talking to one vendor, which is a cool dude. I got his card. He was, I think he's from Kentucky or something. But he said, oh man, just email. If you're ever looking for anything, just email me. And if it's above a certain amount, he's going to ship it. So I kept his card just in case, see what kind of stocky edge. He didn't have a whole lot of good stuff added. So I grabbed a couple books from him. I forgot which ones it was. It might have been some of those Daredevil books actually. They're like $2. So yeah, that is my haul from Planet FunkCon. Got some Amazing Spider-Man, Captain America, Avengers, more Amazing Spider-Man from different run, Justice League stuff. Oh yeah, yeah, it was a pretty good show for me. Got some modern books that I was missing, so I was happy about that. And yeah, just tons of good stuff. So I was happy. It ended up being a good show. Could have been even better if I would have grabbed some of those other books that I was looking at, and if I would have been able to, like I say, I did kind of run short on time, so I missed out on hitting up a couple vendors. And I thought I grabbed more Bombshell stuff. I guess I didn't. So yeah, oh well. Batman, Amazing Spider-Man, some duplicates just because I like the covers. And yeah, Merca Andolfo, got some love for her in there. So yeah, that is my Planet FunkCon haul. I'm just gonna drop all these books here. You can't even see them all. They're all out of shot there. But yeah, that is my Planet FunkCon haul. And yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know what's going on with you, what you think of my haul there. And this is GENOTHADRAGON saying happy collecting, happy reading, happy hunting. Peace out.